Have you ever wondered what players have altered the course of RuneScape history and made it into the game that it is today? Well, today we're diving into the history of old school RuneScape and exploring the exact players who changed the game forever. A lot of these legends have left their mark, from creating impossible game modes to just doing some of the most outrageous things, and the last one, I believe, literally made RuneScape what it is today, and we may not even be playing the game if this person didn't put up one very simple post. But first of all, how could we not talk about the Iron Man game mode? And it all started with this post from a player who's been doing it on his main account back before Iron Man even existed. And this post is so old that a lot of the pictures don't even exist on the internet anymore. But this man was believed to be by many the first ever Iron Man. Then the game mode started to get a little bit of traction, and someone who just made the game mode absolutely explode in popularity was Bodhi, with his one-man army YouTube series, which was absolutely loved and followed by every single person in the entire community.
Well, that's 76 fishing knocked out of the way. I can actually fish my own raw sharks now, which I believe will obviously be the biggest amount of food that I do eat in the wilderness. The fields. But yeah, 16,000 enchantment points. I've never actually done this before. It's the first time I've ever done it, so that's quite a nice achievement for me. Gonna quickly throw a print screen on that one. Quite happy about that one. Awesome.
But of course, RuneScape players wanted to take it a little bit further, and after that we started to get the absolutely insane people who wanted to play on the ultimate Iron Man, who couldn't even use a bank. And I'm not exactly sure who was the pioneer of the ultimate Iron Man game mode, but the first very popular person I saw streaming it was Foe, and he put out the entire series on his YouTube as well. But we know the RuneScape players are a very special type of people, and these game modes simply weren't limiting enough. So then came out the Snowflake accounts that absolutely took the content creation and RuneScape playing world by storm. And I believe the first to start this was Caveman Only. You may remember his very popular YouTube videos where he took the Iron Man game mode, but he was only allowed to do content that was under the ground.
What's up, everybody? It's your resident in-house cave dweller, Chad Man Only here. I'd like to begin this progress video with a big announcement. In 2019, after much anticipation, I will be attempting to achieve.
And I personally remember in his streams he would hold his breath while running in the above ground areas to get back down into his caves.
Oh no, this is the Grand Exchange? No, that's not what I wanted. Account ruined. Panic, panic. Oh my god, account ruined. Get out. No, it didn't tell me what track to go from. Oh, that is so my fault, but it's really not my fault at the same time.
And this simply paved the way for the Karamja Only and the million other accounts that were locked to so many different regions or had so many different rules that they had to play by, which I personally absolutely love. And a lot of them would have to grind out items for literally thousands of hours that you could get easily anywhere else in the game, but because they were locked to some region, it was just extremely difficult, if not impossible. But of course, the most popular one that we have ever seen in RuneScape would have to be Swampletics, produced by the amazing Settled. And he took the Snowflake idea, combined it with an ultimate Iron Man, and just made it the best series that RuneScape has ever seen, in my opinion.
Meet Swampletics, my Mauritania-locked ultimate Iron Man. No banking, no trading, but this time I can't leave Mauritania. I have yet to cross this bridge successfully. Welcome back, by the way. I think this is where I'm starting episode 2, so if you haven't seen the first episode, I'd highly recommend for you to watch that.
But it's not all about Iron Man, because other people a long time ago who changed the way that we play RuneScape today. We could not do this list without mentioning the epic Wooks. And when it comes to bossing, he is a name that stands out. He's known for his very innovative and game-breaking methods, like killing the Corporal Beast while only using potatoes.
Hello there, I'm Wooks, and I just wanted to make a short guide for this method in case you're curious how it works or would like to try it yourself. First off, you may be wondering why Corp doesn't reset his health to full when I leave the room.
And he has just continued to push the boundaries of what is possible in RuneScape. Every time new content comes out, he just seems to be the mastermind behind finding out what is the most OP methods, even sometimes working with Jagex or just coming up with methods that they need to fix.
It's done.
Maybe a little bit controversial, but I am going to include Ice Poseidon on this list. He took the PvP world and made it very, very popular, doing some of the riskiest content on there, while all of his viewers would run around trying to PK him. And he didn't mind dabbling in the duel arena, staking absolute billions of GP. That definitely gave it some of the popularity we saw it have. Now, he didn't create any of it, but he definitely gave it a little spike and introduced a lot of players to the degen world of RuneScape staking and gambling.
Must be nice to be at level 3, huh? Oh, never mind, I dropped it all. It instantly appears in the wilderness too, doesn't it, huh? They never used to do this when you had mass events? Yeah, I don't know. The servers just got worse, I guess. I don't even know, dog. It's so funny, though. Dude, I'm never gonna respond. That's funny. I think I broke the game, dude. I'm here. Oh, there you go. Look at him.
And one player that unfortunately has changed RuneScape into something that not everyone likes is this beautiful, renowned, bold little man we now know as a bot.
Lovely, lovely. What have you got? Oh!
Okay, a bit more there.
We got our stash.
Let me lean in and see what we got. You know what? Lately, we've been doing some multi bosses content, and the most exciting thing is someone comes in, bit of anti-PKing, we just slap a PVMer about when he's getting in between kills. The loot key is so exhilarating, and this is just like that.
And bots have pretty much taken over all of the free-to-play world, and one massive way that they changed the game was causing the trade limits to come into RuneScape 3. So many players left after that because they basically got rid of PKing. But if that wasn't a player that changed the game enough, how about the J-mods that brought in the evolution of combat to completely, in most people's opinion, ruin RuneScape?
And what comes with smoke? Straight fire. Take it away, boys! Yar!
But someone who loved to grind out RuneScape no matter what type of combat in the game was the ruthless, the unbelievable Zezima. I remember as a kid, every time you'd go to the high scores, you would see that name and just wonder what this absolute god of a man was doing playing RuneScape. And since then, he's even come out and spoken on a couple of little interviews, and people still see him getting around the RuneScape world occasionally.
I think he doesn't exist.
My name is Zezima, and I've been playing since 2001. I've had continuous membership on RuneScape since 2003, so I've been around a long time. Kind of interesting to be seen as such a legend by so many people. That's really the only way I can describe it.
But by far, someone who has made the biggest changes to RuneScape. RuneScape most likely wouldn't even be around as it is today if this person did not exist. Yet you probably haven't even heard of the person called SoWrecked. But he's the person who started the massive snowball to get old school RuneScape, the 2007 version, brought live so we can actually play the game we play today. And without this man starting the idea that we could actually bring back the old school game that we all know and love, RuneScape might have just been RuneScape 3 slowly dying like we're currently seeing today. So I guess a lot of us owe a big thank you to this man, whether it's changed our life playing, creating RuneScape content, or whether we just love doing it for a little bit of fun in our spare time. I'd have to say that SoWrecked has had the biggest impact on old school RuneScape, maybe an honorable mention to a lot of the J-mods, especially Mod Ash. But let me know what other players I could have included on this list that completely changed RuneScape for us. And if you enjoyed watching, please do drop a like, and we'll see you next time.